peaceful in the Old Kingdom. The kingdom had its problems. The rich got richer, while the poor got poorer. But that never stopped the land from striving. But now, the kingdom faces new threats. Some faceless, some very prominent. Join us as 5 brave faces try to restore peace and tranquility back to the lands they call home. They'll face demons, creatures, assassins, and maybe even each other. They'll face not just danger, but hard decisions too. Will they all survive? Or is hope lost for this isle? Welcome to the Old Kingdom.
Okay, right. So, session 2 of the Old Kingdom. As you guys will all remember, you've not long set off on your journey from Wide Ports, currently on a mission from Master Dendrick to go and retrieve the old tome from the cathedral in Victoria. Not far on your adventure, you encountered a couple of bandit attacks. Wide Port is currently being plagued with bandit attacks at the moment, and you managed to fend off 3 waves of bandits in the end. Even though
where's my headphones?
Oh no!
Yeah, I was not paying attention.
I'm so glad Craig got that.
I'm back.
Well done, Liam. I was halfway through the introduction for the session, but it's fine.
Yay!
So, as he was doing the theme tune for us, I feel like I should mention it was at this point that Aris then went a little bit crazy and decided to do a bit of breaking and entering and entered the wrong house, believing it was on fire. We're still not quite sure what happened there. But through 3 waves of bandits, you guys all managed to survive. There was a little bit of a hairy moment for Merkin, but he managed to pull through. So, Aris, Isil, Joseph, Merkin, Oleg, and Hargor, you all continue your journey. So you've not long left the city gates, and you are heading towards Victoria, which is where the Grand Cathedral is located. It is going to be quite the journey. You're going to have to traverse the wilderness for at least a couple of days, which is where Oleg has been brought in for his wilderness specialities. He'll be able to see you through the wilderness a little bit safer, or at least Mr. Dendrix believes so anyway. As you head towards Victoria, the whole party are kind of excited about going to Victoria. Some of you haven't been there for a little while. Some of you may have never been there before. Aris, in particular, has never stepped foot in a city until he'd headed into Wide Port itself. So he can't even comprehend what Victoria is going to be like, knowing that Victoria is going to be probably 5-6 times bigger than the whole city of Wide Port. Some of you know Wide Port very well, particularly Joseph. And as you're all sort of discussing, you're all getting quite excited. You know, some of you know that there's a Colosseum that's located within Wide Port. 2 of the biggest Blazeball teams also play within Wide Port as well. Fierce rivalry that sort of brews within the heart of the city. One person is not as excited about going to Victoria, and that is Joseph. He's stayed a little bit quiet during this entire sort of conversation between the whole party. So Hargor kind of saddles up to him. You know, doesn't say it too loud, but it's like, "You're our guide, and you don't seem to be too excited about going to Victoria, your home city. You know, what's up? What's eating away at you?"
Well, I've seen it before, you know, so it's nothing exciting to me, you know.
I mean, I get that. You know, I've travelled the entire kingdom. I've served it, but there's no city quite like Victoria. There's so much here. There's so much to see. No,
You seem like a man
little bit more excited.
You seem like a man of the world. So, just between the 2 of us, there might have been an instance where I left owing a little bit of money to some people.
At this
And
point,
they're not the nicest people.
Hargor kind of slows his pace to a little bit to let the rest of the party sort of go off in front of them, and he sort of strays back a little bit with Joseph. Look, lad, I don't know what trouble you're in, but I can't have you endangering this mission. Now, obviously, when you're with us, we'll offer you as much protection as you need. But whatever trouble you're in, do not make it any worse while we're here. All right? I'm trusting
Of course
you.
not.
All right. Keep pushing on. There's a tavern up close soon. We'll get there. We'll rest for the night, and we'll make tracks for Victoria. So, you're all walking through the wilderness. Some of you enjoying the walk, and some of you not so much. It is long going. You guys have been walking for a little while. Night starts to fall, and as you look up into the sky, you can see a crescent moon breaking through the skies. It is offering a little bit of light as you guys are walking through, but obviously it being sort of unlit roads and pathways, sort of like a straight track road heading towards Victoria and spurs off to other cities. There's not really an awful lot, but shrubberies, bushes, trees. You've seen a lot of forest alongside the road. Now, sort of, I don't know, maybe a good 2-3 hours into your journey. After some fighting, you guys are yet to have a real long rest since your last wave of bandit attacks. Some of you are quite tired, but you feel like you have to keep pushing. You have to keep moving on. Some of you can kind of see in the dark. Those of you with dark vision, you're pretty good. You don't really, you're not really sort of bogged down by the darkness. You guys can kind of see your surroundings, but there's not really an awful lot to see. But the path that lays in front of you, and of course a lot of trees and a lot of shrubbery all around you. You don't feel alone. You feel like, although you've not really bumped into anyone else, maybe the odd traveller and trader who are making their way to and from the big cities, you guys really have not bumped into anyone at all. And the person who kind of notices it the most is Aris. You've been, you feel warm. You feel like you're kind of surrounded by people that you can trust, Aris. But what I do need you to do is roll a perception check for me.
Okay. 10. Perception. Do. +3, 13.
Okay, 13. So you feel like a slight brushing against your back. Not like somebody's sort of grabbing at you or even holding you, but you can feel just something on your back. It feels uncomfortable. As you're walking along, Harris then receives a bit of a sharp shot in the bit in his back. And as he sort of swipes down to see what it is, a small spider drops off of his back. Aris, you.
Oh, great!
Aris,
Yay!
you are all right. You're lucky. You only take 1 point of damage.
Okay.
From a spider.
But yeah, from a spider. But it's just
That's one chunky spider.
it's stinging you a little bit. You're almost a bit like, it's left its mark. It's this tiny little spider. Yet how has it bit you so hard?
This is why I don't like spiders. They're assholes.
So, have we got everybody on the map, by the way? We've got
Yes.
1, 2, 3,
Wait.
4. We are missing Aris. The link's in the campaign.
Okay.
So,
I was too busy writing the intro music for the beginning.
yes, yeah, you did a very, very good job of that.
You're welcome.
You guys are going to have to remind me what classes you are. Who's a
sorry,
paladin?
What was
Me.
the past?
Oleg.
Liam. Okay.
Oleg is, and then Oleg, you are going to be the green paladin. What's the password? The password is. Oh no, you're in.
I found it. It's
Yeah.
my house, apparently.
It is your house. So, there we go. We've got Merkin, Oleg, and Hargor. Who's circling?
No, me.
I see you. Seal is.
I think Amy's checking which one's the marker.
Yeah,
and which
I'm
one's
making
the-
sure I won't graffiti the map this time.
Joseph
She's been
is leading
practicing.
forward,
There we go. I figured it out.
as is. Where is the symbol for monk? I saw it somewhere. There it is.
It's the fist, I
There
believe.
you go, Aris.
It's the good fisting.
So, as you
Oh.
guys are walking through this stretch of road, I need.
Oh no, it's laughing. That's bad.
I need Joseph, Aris, Hargor, Merkin, and Oleg to all roll perception checks.
Am I allowed to
it-
use
it might have a
my
spider.
nose, or does it has to be vision?
It would be vision.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh. Mine's 13 again.
Mine's 13 as well.
Okay, okay.
1 sec.
You
15.
said perception, yeah?
I got a 19.
Okay.
I got a nat one.
Oh.
New
Good
dice
start,
is
good
nothing.
start.
Okay. So the floor beneath you starts to become sluggish and slow. Who rolled the high number? Somebody rolled 19?
I got a 19.
Okay. So you are
Go
quick
off.
to realise what's happening, and you quickly sort of come to a stop here, just short of everyone else.
Okay.
And you also signal for a seal to stop as well.
Yep.
So what the other four are now bogged down in thick spider webs that are laid across the road.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to
Awesome.
make you guys a little bit bigger as well, so you can all see. Go.
You've had a growth spurt.
You have.
Yay.
So, all of you, while you can, you still have sort of use of your legs and everything, you can still kind of move. It's really like you're stuck in mud now, essentially, you guys at the front. Unfortunately for Merkin, you rolled a nat 1, so the stickiness of the webs just really, you weren't expecting for it. It's really caught you off guard. It's really caught you off kilter, and you actually fall to the ground.
Of course, that's where I belong.
Oh no.
You don't take any damage, but you are currently prone, stuck in the web. All right.
Yeah, I'm not even surprised. Let's go.
I'm getting
So-
flashbacks.
So you start to hear clicking coming from the bushes over. Hang on, I need to make sure I got the pointer and not anything else. Over from this side of the road, they're going to start to rustle and. I had a symbol for it, but it's gone. It's going to have to be this weird dragony thing. Whoa, that's big.
That's what
But
she
they
said.
are big because
Wow.
2 giant spiders
Whoa.
make their way out of the fields. There we go. So, everybody, roll for initiative.
God damn it.
Oh,
Got
nat
it.
20,
Ooh, nice.
which makes it a
Nat 1.
22.
Right, let me get my
8.
let me get my initiative tracker up. 1, 2. I need to roll one for Argyle. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Okay, so 20 to 25.
Yeah, me.
Awesome. What did you get?
22, but nat 20.
Nice. Okay. Um, 15 to 20. No one?
Yeah.
Okay. 10 to 15.
Yeah, 10.
Okay. So it'll be Hargor. And then it will be Merkin. 5 to 10.
Me. I got an
What did you
8.
get? You got an 8.
8.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you will go for the next spider. And then did both of you roll nat ones?
I got a 3.
Okay.
I got the nat one.
Oleg and Aris. Got the
This is
nat
supposed to be
one.
your terrain, Oleg. Come on.
I'm a
Alright.
big boy, leave me alone.
I don't like how there's been 2 throws so far, and there's been 2 ones.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Doing
change
the
the
rounds,
dice.
isn't it? Yeah.
Are these the new dice you ordered? Sorry.
My first one was, yeah.
Oh,
Liam
order
got
new
Burn
ones.
them.
Liam's got like half a dozen dice, so he can just switch them.
Yeah. Which
Alright.
the one I got the nat one from was a different color to the ones I was rolling before, so I'm not going to use that now. That one's cursed.
So,
Dice jail.
I want to.
top of the round is Joseph. So, what do you want to do? These guys are close to you. In fact, I've actually made them a little bit too close. There we go. Don't want to pounce right on
Oh, dear.
you. What do you want to do?
I'm going to use my crossbow.
Okay, cool.
So I'll attack the nearest one.
Yep, sure. Let me just label them 1 and 2. There we go.
That's a 19.
That most definitely hits him. Yep.
Awesome. That's going to be... Fuck. That is going to be 3 points of damage.
Oh, okay. No worries. Right, and now it is his turn. And he is going to... he is going to rush on Aris.
What the fuck?
Where's my little tape measure gone? There it is. Oh, yeah, he definitely can get to you. So he comes rushing up, and you've never seen a spider move
Oh my
this
God.
fast before. He comes flying.
Why is he like 3 times bigger than me? What the fuck?
It's a giant spider, dude. What do you expect? You know.
I would have took 1 damage.
So he is going to go ahead and take a bite at you. And that is 23. So I'm guessing that probably hits.
Son of a bitch. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So you get
Death.
10 points of damage.
Yeah, death.
Is that you down?
Yeah, that's literally all my points to the exact amount.
Wow. Okay.
Oh
No
my
worries.
Wow.
Let's go well. TPK, coming.
So
I'm
Aris,
squishy. We should have
Aris is
slept.
down. I
Liam,
did
did
not
you-
mean to hit you down in one go, but
Weren't you supposed
He-
to gain some during the leveling up, though, Liam?
yes, but you guys haven't had a long rest yet.
Yeah, so I've
we
got
Of course we don't.
all my health from level 1, but my max is 25.
Okay.
And then I had the 1 damage from the spider, 10 damage from the second spider.
No, I
Okay.
forgot we hadn't rested yet. That's my bad.
So, as you see, well, those of you who got dark vision, which I think most of you at the pack are, Joseph, you're really sort of struggling to make out what's going on, but you see this rush of black just head straight for Aris. Aris struggling. He's trying to get out of this webbing, but he's really, really sort of making a hash of it, to be honest with you. He cannot lift his legs up, and you just see this spider rear up onto its rear legs, and it just sinks these giant white fangs straight into his shoulder, and you just see him crumple straight down to the ground. Next up is Hargor, who is a little bit unnerved, but he's gonna sort of just go for it and see what he can do. He is going to rush in. He's at a disadvantage, but he will still be able to move. So Hargor comes rushing in, sort of trying to aid Aris, and And what he does is he takes out the small axe that he can get easily to the side of him, and he just sort of takes a swing, almost like an uppercut motion, towards this spider's mouth. The spider just leaps back the tiniest bit and manages to dodge him. And then next up is Merkin.
All right.
Oh, sorry. You are currently prone
I am currently prone.
because you fell down within the web. So it's going to take you a whole turn to stand up if you want to stand up.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Okay.
How far away is Liam? Aris.
How he is so
I think.
half. He's just a couple of foot away from you.
It's alright. I'm trying to find the spell I want. I think Spare the Dying will work on Liam, won't it?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Is that a spell? Is that one that you started with?
Yes.
Okay,
It's a
cool.
cantrip even.
Yes. Cool.
Okay. Yeah. Stand up and then basically run next to Liam's poor corpse and cast Spell the Dying. Spare the Dying. Spell the Dying. No.
Yeah. Okay. No worries. I'll sort of let you do that. So Liam, if you let's go. Roll a d4.
A D4. Okay. 2.
Okay, so you feel this warm sort of energy come through from Merkin's hands, and essentially
I was meant to be the fist.
you are a very, very bad shape. You are the fist. He's just moved over towards you. You really, you are on death's door essentially, but Merkin has just got to you, and he's just managed to put that little bit of energy in you. And while there's still blood pouring out of your shoulder where this spider has sunk its fangs into you, you stagger back to your feet, and you're kind of ready for a fight again.
Hello, darkness, Maya.
I will save you eventually.
And so you've moved, you spell, you're no longer prone. Isil's turn. So Isil, you're not in the webbing, so you're not at a disadvantage or anything.
Okay.
You are a distance away from all of the action, but because you've sort of been held back, you're not affected by the webs on the floor. All right.
Okay. So, can I move like over here?
Yep. Sure.
Yeah. And
yeah,
then
I don't know why I'm measuring you. It's a very close combat.
and then I want to do an Eldritch Blast on the second spider.
On the second one.
Let's
that's-
go.
The one that's over here, yeah.
Nice. What's the range?
120.
Oh yeah,
think.
you'll hit it easy. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Cool. Eldritch Blast, go for it.
Just a 1d20, isn't it? I think. If I remember
1d20 plus your proficiency plus your charisma.
right. Okay, cool. Oh, that's great. 6.
Okay. Is that a hit? Or is that just
What?
straight up damage? I'm trying to remember how Eldritch
That's
Blast works.
to hit, I think. So I got a
Eldritch Blast.
So what did you roll?
I rolled a 6.
You rolled a 6. So add your charisma and your proficiency bonus now.
Oh, okay. So 10 then.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm just trying to have a look. So I'm trying to remember, it's the giant spider got to hit a saving throw on that or something, or is it just his AC?
No, it's just his AC.
Okay. So as you stand there, you sort of feel this surge of power coming from your hands, and you look to just launch this ball of energy. You almost manage to arc it right the way over the group. And Aris, in particular, kind of looks up in his really damaged state, and he's just a bit like, "Ooh, shiny." Just as this ball of energy goes
Fireworks.
flying over towards the second giant spider. Unfortunately, it just lands just shy of him and does blast here. So
Okay.
what I'm going to say is just here where the damage has had an impact, there's now a rather large crater. So that'll be sort of unsafe terrain. It'll be a little bit rocky. Cool. And then it is the second spider, who, as a spider, is a bit like, what the fuck? But he's not going to let it sort of deter him. He's got fresh food right in front of him. So he's actually going to move over towards this side. And looking at Joseph, he is going to attempt to fire some webbing at him just to slow him down a little bit. And that is a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as a result, you are now webbed. So you will need to roll a saving throw on your next turn. Okie dokie. Then we go to Oleg.
Right then. So is the web in here essentially?
So let's see if I've got any sort of tool that I can use.
Okay,
do.
just so I can see if I can get either through here or through here.
So yeah, so essentially it would be just shy, so about there. All right?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So you guys
let-
just managed to stay short a bit. I will say there's probably a bit of extra webbing here, just where spider number 2's just shot his new load of web.
Okay, so will you allow me to move around it here and go towards him to make it to here?
Do you have dark vision?
Yes, I do.
Okay, yeah. In that case, I will say that you are able to see just enough to stop you from getting caught within the webs, and that you're
Okay.
able to move around the webs and just to there.
That's it. So I'll be 10 feet away from him and I'll smack him with my glaive.
Okay, awesome. Go for it.
That's a natural 20!
Yes!
Woo!
All right,
Yes!
nice.
Go! Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Well, I can tell you that most definitely hits him.
Let's go. All right then. So I roll my damage dice. That's a 6 plus 4. So that's 10. And then do you just double your damage on crits?
Yes.
So that's 20 points of slashing damage on that one.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
And then you get a second attack, right?
Yeah. Bonus action. That's a 21.
Okay, yep, again, definitely hits.
And that is going to be 3 plus 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so you swing at this glaive right through it, and those who've got dark vision can see the action that's going on. Joseph, who's kind of webbed down, really cannot see anything, but he can hear the screams from this spider as the glaive first plunges right the way down into like the main pod on the back of the spider, and you slash it good. This sort of darkish purple blood starts to pour out from the back of this spider, and it lets off these cries of pain before your second blow then goes right across the face of the spider, and you can just see the front of the head come clean off, and the body slumps straight down to the ground.
Perfect. And then I'm going to use the rest of my... Is he down?
He is gone. He is
Oh,
gone.
wow. Okay. I shall use the little bit speed I've got, which is probably around 5 feet, to just move a little bit here.
Okay, no worries. Okay. That's fine.
That's it, yeah.
And then Aris.
So where do I stand in terms of like health, and am I prone now because
So
of?
you're not prone.
Okay.
You've managed to get back up to your feet, but you are on 2 health.
I'm on 2 health. Okay. In that case, am I in range to hit him and then just flee?
You are, yes. Yeah.
Okay. Then in that case,
Just
I will.
because you're in the web, the movement will be half speed because you're being slowed down. But you will
So I've
still be
got
able to
max of
move.
15, I
Yeah.
guess.
So yeah, that'd be right. You'd only be able to move 15.
So I'm able to hit him and still keep my 15 after the hit, yeah?
Yeah, if that's what you want to do.
If you leave, he will
yeah.
get an opportunity attack on you, though.
Ah, son of a...
Yeah, if you're fleeing backwards, he will be able to get a hit on you.
What about if I move forward behind him? Is that still the same?
I
Still
would
the
say, yeah, because he's so big, he would be able to just be straight
Okay.
on you.
Okay, well, I'll attack him anyway. That's fine.
Okay.
So that's 1d20 to hit, isn't it, first?
Yep.
8. Do I need to add anything to hits or no?
You'd see dexterity plus your proficiency.
Yep.
8, 9, 10, 11, proficiency, 13.
So 13 in total, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. So, undeterred by your injuries and the sort of blood that's still billowing out of your shoulder, you manage to get to your feet and you just channel this energy within you. You manage to get into one of your stronger fighting poses and you just lash out this flurry of blows towards the spider. And where it sort of recoils a little bit, none of your blows actually manage to hit him.
Oh, son of a dick. Okay. I'm going to flee and hope for the best. I will try to go here.
Okay, yeah. So because you are moving at half speed, you'll be able to.
I'll get 10 feet out of that by the looks of it.
Do you want to move sort of behind them, or do you want to try and get out of the web?
I want to get out the web, so
You want to get out of the web?
anywhere like here.
Yep, sure. So we'll say that you can move to there. He will try and roll a hit on you though, and that is 14.
No, it's a miss. I got 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you sort of try to sort of double step, you know you've not managed to hit him, and you know that the best thing you can do now is just try and get some distance between you and him. So you double back and you manage to get out of the way, and you can just hear like the swish of this bite coming towards you, and it misses you by pure inches. Okay, so it's top of the round, but Oleg, roll. I'm going to say perception again.
Okay, yep. 15 plus perception, yeah? That's 19.
Okay, so what you do manage to pick out from all of this commotion that's currently going on is the second spider that you did down. There are now smaller spiders starting to spill out of him.
I'm sorry, smaller. What the
I was
fuck
going to
is
say,
that?
they're very big.
Oh my god.
It's an army of spiders. We're dead.
You'll have to sort of bear with because they come as massive by default. There we go.
I like the idea that bigger spiders come out of a slightly smaller spider.
Oh,
I mean,
no!
who knows? Maybe one day.
I'm not trying to give you ideas, no.
So,
Bad idea.
so you see 4 small spiders just come out. None of them are particularly coming for you at the moment, but you have just sort of clocked that there are these smaller spiders coming out now.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, Joseph.
Okay.
You need to
Yeah.
do anything. Strength check, please.
That's a 9.
Okay, you are still stuck in the web, and you will not be able to move this turn.
Okay.
So, Spider 1, he's a little bit annoyed that his first sort of chance at a meal has gone with Aris retreating, albeit leaving a slow puddle of blood behind him. He's now going to bear down on a Hargor with the same bite attack that he almost finished off Aris with. And he does manage to hit him. For 6 points of damage. So again, he just sort of lunges in with these giant fangs and just manages to nip Hargor, probably on the arm, just catches him. And he feels the pain. It almost burns as this giant spider bites into the side of Hargor. but he manages to kind of shrug it off and just sort of beat the spider back a little bit. But he certainly felt the bite coming into his arm. And that is it for the giant spider. One of the little spiders is going to rush forward on Oleg.
I get an opportunity attack on him.
Yep, go for it.
Oh, what's these 15s today? That's 21.
I mean, that definitely hits.
Okay. 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay. So you bring down your glaive as this spider tries to attack you, and you just smush him into this tiny, like, puddle of goo, basically.
Lovely.
Okay, and then it is Hargor. He's currently being sort of beared down on by this giant spider. So he's now somewhat free of the web. He's still kind of feeling a little bit slow, a little bit sluggish. But he manages to pull out his long sword from his hilt. And as he does, he whispers the words Formagir. And the blade, again, you just see the inscribing that's on the side of the blade start to glow. And the whole blade gets this blue shimmer come across it. So with that, he takes a big swing at the spider and hits it with a crit. Okay. So that is... Oh, God. Okay. Hargor about to do some damage. So that is that. So he manages to grab this sort of longsword and just slash it across the thorax of the spider. You hear the spider let out this giant scream, and as the sword sort of penetrates the spider's chest, you can instantly see these shoots of ice form across the slash on the spider's thorax, and just starts to sort of prickle. You see these like shoots of ice going right across his body. The spider is going to reel back from it, but he is still going. He is not a happy bunny. Merkin.
Yeah. Sound. Trying to think how far away it is. He's really fucking close. Never mind. So yeah, move nice and close. May as well.
Okay.
Because Liam's retreated, so I don't need to worry about that yet.
So you will be able to make it even though you are at disadvantage. Yep.
Cast inflict wounds on my mace.
On the spider?
On my mace.
Okay. Yep.
Needs to be on the weapon, I think, doesn't it?
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
And then attack with the mace.
Okay, cool.
Let's go for this. Suck all of the dicks. It's in that one. Never mind.
Okay.
Catch your dice.
So
I'm getting the other D20 out.
So Hargor, who's feeling quite proud of you, can see you stepping up to the plate. You pull out your mace and you say this enchantment, and the mace gets this nice sort of otherworldly yellow glow around it, and you just take this huge swing, and you miss so badly. The mace literally misses the giant spider, which is a big target, admittedly. They themselves, the spider itself, is a little bit surprised at how the hell you've missed it. And your mace goes plummeting into the ground, and for the purpose, I'm going to say it's stuck within the cobweb.
Yeah, that's fair.
Cool. So, before Isil, two of the little spiders take their turn. And they are speedy things. So, two of them, after seeing one of the little spiders get absolutely pulverized by Oleg, decide that is not for them, and they are going to sprint down this way. Is there a radius for your attack of opportunity, or is it if they just bear down on you?
So I only get it once per turn, so I can't use it until it's my turn again, so don't worry about it.
Okay, cool. So they are not going to do anything for the time being, but they are just sort of bearing their way down. Okay, cool. And next we are on Isil.
Question.
Yes.
If I do an Eldritch Blast again, because they're small, can I try and hit both of them, or is it just like per target?
Is there there's not a
Pair.
radius on it?
No, it's
Is there?
usually per target.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you'd only be able to focus on one.
But
Fair enough.
later on you will be able to shoot multiple beams of of that spell.
Okay. In that case then, I'll just try and aim for the big one since
The big
it's
one.
still there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Sure. Go for it.
Okay, so 14 roll plus 2 charisma, 16, 18.
Yep. That hits.
Woo! And then it's just
1d10.
oh, D10.
Yep.
This one. 5.
Okay. So, failing the last time to hit the other giant spider with this blast, you decide to give it another go. And with the energy that you can muster, you manage to create again this small ball of energy. And you just try and launch it over the top of Hargor and Merkin. And this time you manage to find target and you hit the spider square in the face. It forcefully pushes him back from the other guys, giving them a bit of distance because you've hit him with such force. He is still standing, but he is looking tired and, pretty pissed off.
After that, I'm just gonna be like, I used to really like spiders.
Okay. So, before Oleg's turn, the last of the little spiders rushes on him. And they are just going to sort of run up towards his leg and go for a cheeky little nibble.
Okay.
But they get confused and just I don't know what happens. But whatever they try and bite, they just do not find purchase. Maybe they hit some of your armor or your clothing, but you just don't feel it, and you kind of like manage to shrug them off and just ping them off a little bit over here.
Okay.
All right. And now it's your turn, Oleg.
In this case, I will slash away at the little one here first.
Okay.
Oh, that's a natural one. Jesus Christ.
Okay. So you take your glaive, and having found great success with the last 2 spiders that you've slain, you're feeling pretty cocky, pretty confident, and you twirl your glaive, and you decide to just hit it with the backhand. But unfortunately, you miss, and you just manage to sink your glaive straight into the mud.
And I will attempt my bonus action attack as well.
Okay, go for it.
That's better. That's 13 plus 6. Plus 6. That's a 19.
Okay, that hits. So for the sake of it, I'm going to say that you managed to, this time, you really pissed off that the first attack missed, basically. And you managed to just rear your glaive straight up into the sky and bring it down with such force that you just splat this second spider all the way across the ground.
Okay.
Is that it?
I will use my speed because since they're all dead, yeah, I'll use my speed to close down the distance here.
Okay, no worries. I'll just put you just shy of them there.
Okay.
All right. Cool. And finally, Aris.
Sorry, I muted myself. Can I go around to this spider here?
Yes, yeah, you've
I
got dark
think-
vision, so I'll allow you to do that. Yep.
And then attack him normally, and also do a bonus attack as well if they hit.
Yep, sure.
Do I need to roll a d20 for both attacks, or is it just 1d20 and it's hit or miss for both?
You'll need to roll for both separate attacks.
Okay.
So roll your first one.
I'll just roll 2d20s. 19 and 7 separately.
Okay. And what was it on? Which one was it on? The left or the right?
Oh, sorry, the left one.
The left one here.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Don't worry about rolling for damage. So you come running up with your dark vision, and you manage to just swing this flurry of punches. The first one connects with the spider that you're aiming at, and you just manage to although it hurts you a little bit because you're effectively punching the ground. The spiders are that small. You do see it splat in a tiny little puddle on the floor.
I really don't like spiders.
You turn your attention to the second spider, and you swing at him as well. But this time, because it's so agile and quick, it does just manage to dart back a little bit.
Okay.
So you're unable to hit him.
Do I have any movement left to maybe back out a bit towards this bit on the other side of the weapon?
Yeah, go on. I'll let you. Because I know your movement is pretty good. Okay, cool. So I need Seal and Aris to roll athletics.
Athletics.
Because Seal, you've got dark vision, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if you could roll athletics check for me.
What's that? What dice do I need? Sorry.
So that is D20 plus your strength modifier.
Oh, okay. 6.
15 plus 2, 17.
Okay, so both of you with your dark vision just managed to see this giant glob of white webbing come shooting out from behind you.
Oh, yay.
It comes
Some
flying
more.
off in this direction down here.
Okay.
Aris, you managed to dodge it,
Yay.
but Seal, unfortunately, you do not.
Oh, great.
The web essentially hits you. Let me grab my web box. There we go. So, Aris, the web just misses you there.
Okay.
But the blob does get a seal.
No.
So you are currently webbed.
Okay.
I'm surrounded by web.
And then those of you who are sort of facing in that direction can now see a third giant spider
Holy shit balls.
Oh,
has come
great.
out from this side here.
Why did I move closer to it? What the fuck?
So he is that one there, and for the purpose of you guys, he's number 3. There we go. Okay, back to the top of the round. It is Joseph. He's still currently stuck down in web. Nobody's thought to actually try and help him at all.
Bastards. Bastards.
So if you could do another strength check for me.
And that is an 11.
Okay, so you are really wriggling. You're really trying to get out of this webbing, but it is not shifting, and you are still stuck within the web. Okay, Spider 1 is not feeling good at all. He's just not loving life. So he is going to retreat a little bit back towards the woods. And then he's going to try and fire a web off on Merkin. That is 13.
No.
Okay. So you, Merkin, although you can't see too much, you just see this glob of webbing kind of go sailing past you. And you kind of thank Majir that the gods are shining on you and it's not hit you. That is the end of his turn. Hargor is going to trudge his way out of the webbing. And he is going to grab his trusty throwing axe and try and just throw it towards the spider. Unfortunately, he chucks his axe off into these bushes over to the right, and he'll probably never see that axe again because he threw it with such force it went just sailing into the night. So there's not really an awful lot more he's going to do apart from feel a little bit embarrassed. And then it is Merkin's go.
I'm going with the idea that you said there has to be. It was people that could see that spider come in, so I'm basically facing that way. I have no idea he's over there.
Nope.
Perfect. Cool. That's what I thought. I may as well advance on Spider 1 then.
I'll tell you what. Roll a perception check.
17.
Okay, so yeah, where you've noticed the noise and obviously is still kind of crying out in terror, where she's now stuck in web, you glance over your shoulder and you are aware that there is a second giant spider behind you.
Fair. Yeah, I'm still advancing. After watching Hargor piss away his axe, I feel like he needs more help than anyone else.
Okay, are you charging in on the spider?
Well, yeah.
Okay,
As much,
cool.
I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah. No,
I
you'll
can-
make it.
Yeah. I've got little legs. All right, we'll try. I'm conscious of how slow he was moving away, so I'm just going to do a standard mace hit for this one.
Okay, go for it.
I'm going to switch dice for this because I just don't trust that one. 19. I do.
Yep, definitely hits.
Mace is 1d6. Okay, that one. 5. 5 bludgeon.
Okay, so sort of undeterred, and you've just seen essentially your mentor fail a little bit. You manage to trudge your way out of the spider webbing. You attack this giant beast, or at least the shadow of the beast that you can see, and you plummet your mace into the side of this spider. You manage to actually take out a couple of its eyes, and you can just hear it scream in pain as you slam this mace into the side of its head. It kind of falls down on its thorax, but does manage to drag itself back to its feet. But this spider is looking like he is on his way out. He is really, really damaged. Asil, can you roll a strength check?
Yes. 6.
Okay, you are still stuck in the webs. Oleg.
Right. I am going to pull out a torch from my rucksack. Well, wherever.
Ooh, sorry.
And yeah,
2 secs. The little spider needed to take his turn.
no problem.
Completely forgot. So he very scared of you, considering he see you slay like 2 of his little spider brothers, and then sort of turning around, and he saw this monk just furiously punching the ground and turning another one of his spiders into goo. Decides he's going to go ahead and
That
take
was
the
the one
easy
that bit
task,
me.
and he's going to charge in and just have a little nibble on Joseph. So he's at an advantage because you are currently webbed.
Yeah.
But both nibbles completely miss. He can't get through the webbing; it's too thick. All right, there you go, Oleg. Sorry. So
No
you're
problem.
grabbing your torch.
Yep, I'm going to grab a torch. I'm going to basically blast it with a firebolt, and I'm going to attempt to throw the torch at this spider here, and
Okay.
hopefully let this whole web here set on fire and get rid of it.
Ooh, I like
Is that going
it.
to set me on fire?
I'm going to shout to you. This may hurt a little bit.
Collateral damage, it's fine.
What's
Yeah,
a bit of burns between friends, eh?
that's it. I'm gonna throw the torch at him. So, do you just want me to see if I aim it at the spider, or?
I tell you what, roll. Yeah, just roll whatever it would be for, as if you were hitting for the spider.
Okay, yeah, no worries. That's 11. It's a straight 11, but shall I add my strength to it?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not proficient with improvised weapons, so it's just a +4. So that's 14.
Okay. So you managed to fling this flaming torch onto the spider, and you just hear this tiny little spider scream and run around on fire. It's burnt to a crisp, but the spreading flames then spread throughout all of the webbing as well,
Very
and
nice.
do manage to shift the flames away. For the purpose, the webbing is now gone. I don't think I can get rid of it. Oh,
No worries.
Oh,
I've been teleported.
He killed you off.
there we go.
Totally incinerated. There's nothing left.
The webbing is gone. Joseph, you are not downed. Put the wrong thing on you. You are free of the webbing. Little spider is dead.
Awesome.
And if you don't mind, I will use my whole speed, as I should have all of it.
Yep.
To close the distance with spider number 3.
Spider number 3. Okay, how far can you move?
30 feet, so I can literally make it to. Oh god, wrong one. I'm so sorry.
No, that's fine. You can make it all the way if you want to charge it.
No, because I want to stay 10 feet away from it.
Yeah. Okay, no worries.
Okay.
Is that everything?
Yes, because if he approaches me now, I'll get a reaction.
Got you. Okay. Aris.
Can I try to move? There's a big ass spider around him and attack him from behind.
Yeah. What's your full movement?
30.
Okay. I will say you can do that. Roll a. Are you trying to sneak up on him?
Yeah.
Roll a stealth check.
Okay. Nat 1.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay, so you try and be the stealthiest boy there ever was. Don't work, mate. Giant spiders have 8 eyes. He can see you.
He's just full on looking at me while doing this.
He is full on looking at you. So you're not going to get any advantage on.
Okay, cool. I didn't punch your baby on this. It wasn't me. Can I attack him and bonus attack him?
You can, yeah.
Same as last time then. 111, 114. Wait, plus 3, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 16 and 18?
Both hit.
Okay. So I need 1d6, 1d4.
Sorry, is this unarmed or is this with your staff?
So one would be with my quarterstaff and then one would be unarmed.
Okay, cool.
So 5 plus 3, 5, 8, and 3 plus 3, 6, 8 and 6, 8, 9,
Okay.
10.
Okay, so
14.
although the giant spider is very aware of your presence, he kind of rears himself up and you just kind of smack him down to the ground with your staff. Bring this staff up and you whack it square on the head and bring him down with like a thud on the ground. And as the spider tries to get itself up onto its legs, you just manage to sneak this sneaky punch straight into the side of it as well, just missing the fangs and the mouth. So you're kind of lucky. But yeah, you certainly do a bit of damage to him.
I also just suddenly realized I got 2 health, and this is really stupid.
I mean, I do want to point it out, mate, but yeah, you are.
I'm
slightly-
going to assume that I've used all my movement.
You have, yes.
Okay, cool.
All right. So it's now that giant spider's turn, and as you can imagine, he is not happy.
I'm dead again.
So he is going to bear down and try and take a bite out of you, and
Yeah, of
I'm
course.
assuming he's probably going to because he rolled 25.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh god.
Yeah.
These spiders crit, man. Okay,
I don't know what dice you're using, but can I have them?
So he sinks his teeth down into you. He's pissed off that you hit him.
I'm already dying. What the fuck?
And he does 14 points of damage.
Yeah, so I'm like minus 12.
Yep, so you are crumpled down in a pile again. And-
Wait,
Go on.
Liam, is that past your full max health?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait, as in like the 25 on top of...
So what's your full health at level 1? Because we're at level 1 at the moment.
11.
Oh, okay. I've got some bad news. It depends on Russ, obviously.
No!
Shouldn't that should take away
Outright
one of
kill
his
him.
saving throws, shouldn't it?
No, that would have outright killed him, I believe.
Okay.
Oh god.
I'm not going to be that mean, but I'm going to say for the purpose, you've got 1 failure against your death saving
That's fair, yeah.
Okay.
throw. For now, while you're level 1.
Thank you.
So yes, Aris is very much crumpled on the floor
I'm
again.
split
No!
in 2.
God.
Okay,
I-
top of the round.
I get very angry at that sight.
Joseph, you are now free of the webs.
I was just a
You're feeling
boy.
yourself again. Movement is lovely. It's nice and new, although you still can't see a fucking thing because it is dark out here. What do you want to do?
Okay, so I think I've got enough movement to get up to number 3.
You have, and I'm going to say because no, the torch got thrown, so there is no light. What's your movement?
It's 30.
Okay, because you would be charging in a straight line, I would say that you would hit that patch of web because you wouldn't be able to see it. But if you want to head in that direction, that's fine. 30. So 30 you would actually be just the other side of this web here, even after it slowed you down.
Okay. So that's still like within 5 foot, isn't it?
Yes, it's still within
Yeah.
5 foot. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So I'll
Okay.
use my movement to get there.
Yep.
As my bonus action, I'll use my racial feat and cast magic weapon,
Okay. Cool.
and I will attack with my quarterstaff.
All right. Nice.
So 17 to hit.
That does indeed hit it. Yeah.
And that is going to be 3 points of damage again. I'm doing really
Okay.
well on these damage rolls.
So the giant spider, after such victory of just demolishing ours, his focus is on this body, and he knows that he's going to be able to web it up and just enjoy that as a tasty treat later. What he doesn't see is you boring down on him, quarterstaff in hand, and you just bring it down on the back of this spider's body, and you hit him on the thorax. Now, when you do hit him, the vibrations just come straight back up the staff, almost like if you're pounding a giant drum. The hide of the spider is that thick, but did some damage. You can see that it's just started to split the back of the thorax on this spider, and he turns to you absolutely pissed off. And now it is spider number 1's turn. He is not happy. He is in a very, very bad shape. So he's going to kind of panic a little bit, and he's going to shoot some webs off. Merkin.
Yes.
23 to hit, so I'm assuming that's hit you.
Yeah, that does.
Okay, you are now stuck in web. He also shot a second web towards Hargor as well, but Hargor just managed to get out of the way of it. And that will be the end of his turn for the time being. Hargor can kind of see what's happened, and he's a little bit scared. He doesn't want to take on this guy alone. So instead of actually taking on the spider, he's going to get out a blade from the side of one of his pouches, and he's going to try and cut Merkin free of the web. And that is... he just manages to get you free of the webbing. And he kind of gets the blade and just makes these small incisions up the web real quick and manages to pull you free.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
And he's going to also let me just check he can actually do that. I think he can because it's a cantrip. Yes. So seeing that a few of you guys are currently struggling with seeing what the hell is going on at the moment, he actually murmurs a few words and just chucks his hands up into the sky. And what you all now see is a orb of light fly up into the sky. So everything is now lit, and you can all clearly see what exactly is going on.
Oh.
This also means that you can now all see the webs on the floors as well. And he also notices, or does he notice? Also notices that Asil is currently struggling, stuck within the webs.
Oh.
But he can't do anything about it because he's quite a distance away. Merkin's go.
Sweet. Okay. I may as well just go straight again and mace this bitch. I'm keeping
macing it up.
Yeah, I'm keeping my bonus action in mind for what I've seen come out of the other spider. So for
Okay.
fuck's sake. Never mind, 6.
Okay, so you swing with your mace, and although the area is now fully lit up and you could see him beforehand, it's just a swish of air as you just managed to miss him a little bit.
Okay,
Cool.
in that case,
Yes.
because I am that useless, let's do my bonus action with the cantrip Word of Radiance.
Okay.
And clutch my little copper spider, and then... Do I have to do a d20 first? I think I do, I can't remember.
Let me
I
just
think
have a quick
it's
check
they
for you.
have to do a saving throw, I believe.
That was...
So Divine Word, Burning Radius, Constitution saving throw for the giant spider. Which he does make. So you grab your copper spider and you start to sort of utter this prayer to Majir, and you see this sort of almost bolt of sort of burning energy erupt from within the spider. And although it scares the shit out of the giant spider, he manages to avoid any damage.
There is literally nothing else. I might as well stay touch tight to Hargor, keep him safe.
Okay, cool. Isil, you are still stuck within the webs.
I am stuck.
So roll another strength check.
19.
Okay,
Yes.
so you manage to really get purchase on the webs that are stuck around you, and you manage to rip them off from either side. And as such, when you rip them off, you also get a burst of energy, and you manage to just jut yourself out of this webbing here as well. So you are no longer at a disadvantage for moving, and you are clear of all webbing.
Cool.
She jumps too far and ends up in the other bit of wedding.
Oh no! Do I still get to go,
Yep.
or is that my turn?
No.
Awesome. Let's try and get us one, shall we? With another Eldritch Blast.
With another Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, sure.
12 on my d20. 16, please.
16. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, 16 does indeed hit it. Roll for damage.
Oh, 2. Oh.
Okay. So you finally managed to pull yourself free, and you've just got enough energy to conjure one more blast, and you throw it across all of the webbing, across over the tops of the heads of Hargor and Merkin, and this Eldritch Blast almost lands directly in the spider's mouth as it opens its mouth ready to roar. This ball of pure energy goes straight down the throat of the spider and just erupts, blowing the spider up. And you just see the shower of purple goo cover the two dwarves who are stood in front of it.
No.
That's fair.
He is well and truly dead. Oleg.
Well, I think you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to smack number 3.
Okay.
All right. $24.
Very, very hits.
D10. That's 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then bonus action. Oh, that's not going to hit. 10.
No, it does not hit. So you bring this glaive down, and again you manage to get enough purchase, and you slash it almost this time across the jaw of the spider as it's sort of crying out from where Joseph has attacked it with his staff. And you actually manage to take off one of the fangs of the spiders, and it kind of just comes plummeted to the floor, not too far from Aris's crumpled body. It's in pain, but he's still standing, despite the blood that's pouring out of his mouth. Aris.
Sorry, can I just use my speed to get in between Joseph and the spider?
You can, yes.
I am the meat shield.
Aris has already failed one death saving throw, so you need to roll a d20.
Okay. 17.
Okay, you are still on the floor, buddy.
Oh wow.
Okay, so that's 2 failed throws.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 more, and Aris is he ain't coming back. Joseph.
Hello?
Hello.
Right, my go. So I'm going to tackle my quarterstaff again.
Okay.
And that is 7, which is not going to hit.
It does not. So you come swinging in with this staff, and you just sort of miss the top of it. Maybe if that side of the face that Oleg had carved off was still there, you might have just managed to hit him in it. But instead, you just find air.
Okay, and that is, the end.
That's everything. Okay, cool. Hargor. Now he's managed to see this giant spider basically explode in front of his eyes, has turned back to look at Asil in disbelief, and is actually kind of impressed. Because of his increased dark vision, he also notices the slumped body of Aris currently on the floor. So he is going to. Okay. So you hear these words start to ring out. It's almost like a divine sort of calling. You know, it's not much louder than what Hargul would normally speak in. You almost hear these words echo across the fields and across the path. And you can hear him just praying towards Majir. And as a result, Aris manages to get back on his feet. He is no longer down.
Yay.
It's a miracle.
What's your max health, Liam?
11 at the minute.
Okay, you are healed for 11 points. You are back to full health, my
Yay!
friend.
Yay!
Going to the saving throws, was meant to be like the modifiers attached?
No.
Okay.
It's a straight up 1d20 and you have to hit a 20.
Oh, fuck that. Okay.
You were very close to death. You were
It's a miracle.
You were 3 turns away from death, basically. Okay. That is going to be. Is Hargor? No, Hargor is going to move forward. He's going to charge in and help out with the fight as well. He's going to make it to probably about here. That was a very good throw for him, by the way. Merkin.
Okay. I witnessed the little spiders pop out of spider number 2, didn't I?
You did.
Am I able to do a check on spider 1's corpse to make sure nothing's going to pop out of that?
Yes. Roll a perception.
Okay, that should be 10. Brilliant.
Okay. So you go to investigate spider number 1's body, and sure enough, you can see sort of some slight movement from within the body. So you manage to cautiously stand back a little bit when it decides that I can move you. There we go. So you manage to sort of just backstep it a little bit, but you're not quick enough to get any attacks off, as 4 little spiders come out of the body. What else do you want to do?
I've only got the 1 bonus action left, so I might as well bring down the mace and take out whichever one is closest to me.
Okay, yeah, sure. Roll to hit. Will I carry on adding them?
3.
Okay.
I switched dice as well.
Yeah. So you swing down your mace, but they are tiny and they are fast, and they manage to dodge your swings.
I'm tiny and slow, so there we go. There's no point in me moving because they'll just nibble.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And that is it. So it is Asil's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna try and help with the now little spiders over here. So I'm gonna try and blast the one closest to me. I think it's should be fine.
I was going to say, how many times have you now used Eldritch Blast?
Oh,
It's a
I don't. Oh,
cantrip, so she can spam it.
Oh, it is a
Yeah.
cantrip, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah, I was a bit
Um,
confused then. But
I was going to say, I was just looking it up. I couldn't remember if it was a cantrip or a spell slot.
yeah,
No,
it's a
that's fine.
cantrip.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna spam it as much as I can.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I got 10.
Which one are you aiming at?
The one closest on this, like
Just
here.
this little.
This one
okay,
here.
Cool.
Yeah.
So seeing that Merkin is now being flanked by essentially 4 little spiders bursting out of the remains of this spider's body, you've decided to throw another ball of energy at him. This time, though, it falls just short. Because you rolled fairly high, though, I will say that there is now a little crater like here, just where you missed him.
Speaking holes in the ground.
You are. Okay.
Yeah.
It is now Oleg.
I'm gonna smack the number 3.
I had a feeling you might. Okay.
I'm a paladin. What else can I do? That's 12.
12 does not hit.
Oh, okay. Bonus action. God damn it. 8 is not gonna hit.
And nope. So you take 2 swings with your glaive, and both of them swish air. This spider is very much injured, but he's still got a little bit of life in him yet, and he manages to dodge both of them.
Okay. And that's all I can do.
Okay, Aris.
Yeah, so I'll do the same 2 attacks again.
Yep.
The normal attack and then the bonus attack.
Okay.
Uh,
So if you do roll 2d20s
For the first attack.
For the first attack.
yeah. 1, 9, and then 1, 2, plus dexterity, 9. 14 for the 9 one.
Okay, 14 does hit, so roll damage for that one.
3 plus 3, 6.
Okay. So that's with your staff, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so as the giant spider is sort of quick to his feet and manages to dodge all of Oleg's swipes, what he doesn't expect is this tiny little tiefling monk to have climbed back to his feet, basically from the dead. Sort of clamber back up to his feet, grab his staff, and just repeatedly jab the back of this spider with a load of blows using the staff. And just sheer out of fury of the fact that you were so close to death, you just jab and jab and jab with this staff.
I'm still pissed about the little spider biting me.
You create a huge, just gaping hole in the back of its thorax, and you just see blood and basically the entire innards of the spider just come pouring down onto the floor.
Don't fuck with the tiefling.
Gone. Roll your 2d20s for the other attack.
Okay. Highest one's 13.
Yes.
18.
Okay, so I was going to say that just in a pure fit of rage, you just keep jabbing and jabbing at the giant spider while it is still dead. And as a result, you also manage to hit all 4 of the little spiders that would have jumped out of him.
Yes.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah, so he's dead, and all of the little accompanying spiders are also dead too. Unfortunately for Merkin, all 4 of the little spiders now take their turn.
Oh no.
You'll be fine.
He is going to get nibbled on.
They hungry now.
Yeah, but I'm small. There's like massive bites.
Okay.
It's gonna be like losing limbs.
11.
Nope.
23.
Yep.
19.
Yep.
There goes his 2 arms.
And that's 23.
Yep.
Okay.
It's basically a pogo stick.
Bear with me.
10 points of damage.
10.
Yes.
Okay, that puts me
Alright.
to 0.
Okay, so these swarm of spiders just jump on you basically, and just start taking bites at you. Ordinarily, one of them probably wouldn't have been too bad, but just to have all three sort of jumping down on you, it just takes a little bit too much, and you go down to the ground.
We are now having a fun time with these spiders.
Says you've been down twice.
Okay, and then it would be
I mean, collectively, we are not having fun with these spiders.
Oh, yes.
then it would be Joseph. Joseph, we need you.
I believe his shopping arrived.
Ah,
Oh,
The groceries.
we'll say that Joseph, still in awe of the fact that this little monk has just obliterated this giant spider in front of him, is going to defer his turn, and he'll wait to see what everyone else does.
is
So
comedy
in that
converting
case,
his faith?
we will jump over to Hargor, who is confused because every time he seems to sort of charge towards the action seems to change sides. So he sort of turns back and can see that now Merkin is just currently on the floor, like crumpled in a pile, being sort of attacked by all of these tiny little spiders. And he's annoyed. He's annoyed that he's not really had any opportunity to sort of get in on the action, and he's not been able to do anything. So he's actually going to cast Guiding Bolt at 2nd level. He's going to kind of fire it right in the middle of all of the spiders that are attacking Merkin. Unfortunately, the bolt just misses and goes sailing into the trees. So he's a little bit annoyed about that. He doesn't really know what else he can do. But instead just watching horror as these little spiders continue to nibble on Merkin. Which brings us to Merkin's turn. So if you roll a d20.
This is going to go well. 15.
Okay, you are still being nibbled on.
Yep.
Asil.
Right. I'm going to move here
Okay, what's your movement?
and 30.
Oh yeah, you'll be able to clear that easy.
And I'm going to give Merkin my healing potion.
Okay, cool. So you tip the healing potion down into his mouth. It was
Open it.
just I'll let you roll, Asil. So 2d4 plus 2.
Plus 2, 5.
Okay, so you managed to sprint forward and tip this potion down into Merkin's mouth, and he kind of feels it revitalize him. He gets his energy back, and he's up with 5 points of health.
Right, all of them are pretty much surrounding us, so I'm just gonna
There's not
go
much
for this one
frozen stuff in there.
here. I'll just try and blast him again.
Okie dokie.
Wham! I can. Ooh, that's 17 on my d20.
I mean,
That's-
that's going to hit it before anything else. So
Yes, so 19. 21?
yes, that hits for sure.
He's in.
Don't worry about rolling damage. He is now a splat of goo as you just hurl this tennis ball shaped ball of energy, just essentially because you're so close, down onto the ground. He just erupts into this little pile of goo. Okay, Oleg's turn. Oh, actually, no, Joseph, we deferred your turn. Do you want to take it now? You've missed the death and the swift resurrection of Merkin.
Every session.
Free section.
It's taken as written. How close can I get to these small spiders?
What's your movement?
30.
You can get all the way. There's no webs
Okay.
anymore, so they all.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'll get right up then.
Okay. Well, I tell a lie, there is a web right next to you, but I'll say because the area is now lit up with the ball of light, you can dodge that. You've gone through the burnt webs.
Aim to attack with my quarterstaff.
Okay.
Okay, that is going to be a dirty 20.
That definitely hits, yeah. Don't worry about rolling for damage. So you just swing your staff down and you manage to get the little spider that's just in front of you and you reduce him to a splat on the ground.
And that will finish my turn.
Okie dokie. And now it is Oleg's turn.
Okay. I'm gonna I'll run into around here. I'm gonna pull out Merkin from this battle here.
Yep, sure. So you kind of drag him out and
That's
get
it.
him out the way.
And as I'm dragging him, I'm gonna use my lay on hands to heal him for 5 HP.
Nice.
Legend.
So you feel this surge of energy go back through you, Merkin, and you're almost sort of up and ready to get back into the fight again.
Imagine being raised by a spirit of a bear.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, from my point of view, is exactly how that would look.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Was that everything?
Investigate.
Yeah, that's all I can do for now.
Lovely. Okay, Aris, you're still in shock at this sort of the fact that you have just decimated this giant spider with a piece of wood,
Not by the
but
five.
you are ready to get back into the
She
fight.
did go on.
I think I pretty much land right behind everybody else then at that
That's
point.
fine. We'll just say I think you fall just short, so you're about here.
Yeah.
But you'll certainly be within range next turn.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll stay this.
Cool. Okay. Spiders number 2 and 4 take their turns. First one is going to try and land a bite on Oleg. 14.
Misses.
Okay, cool. So he tries to have a nibble, but again can't get through the armor. Number 4 is going to come around this way and have a bite on Hargor, which does hit him. 2 points of damage. And now he needs to make a Constitution saving throw, which he does. He gets a nat 20. So he, as this bite just sort of nibbles Hargor's arm, he can feel like this painful shooting pain in his arm, and he knows it to be poison. But he manages to kind of resist it and just shrug it off. He kind of clutches his own copper spider and just sort of utters a prayer, and you can feel the effects of the poison just sort of drain away. And then it is Joseph's turn again.
Okay. I will try and hit number 4 with my
Yep,
quarter
sure.
staff. 11.
Does not hit. So you swing your staff down, and while it's still lit up, this spider is still pretty nimble, and he manages to just dodge out the way of your staff.
Okay.
Uh,
If I can, I just use my movement just to come round the side of him,
yeah, sure.
just so it opens up more area for
There
other
we
people to
go.
attack.
Who's playing with the dead spider down the bottom?
I really don't like it.
Okay.
Drawing a big
Hargor,
old dick on it.
is pissed off that this little spider's just sort of nibbling away at him. So he's going to swing down his great sword and misses completely.
Oh no.
So the sword just goes plummeting straight into the ground. Merkin, you're back from the dead.
I'm back from the dead. It looks like I'm within 5 feet of both.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. In that case, I will cast Word of Radiance on both because
Okay.
I'm just within.
Sure. They both need to make a Constitution saving throw, and both of them fail. So that is 1d6 for both. So if you roll 2d6.
Right, 6 for the first one.
Okay.
5 for the second.
Okay. So you are furious. These tiny little spiders have basically fucked you up. So you are pissed off. So the only thing you can think to do is just clutch your copper spider in your hand and utter in absolute rage the words of Majir. And everyone who's kind of sort of stood there poised with weapons, they're all just taken aback a bit as you can just hear almost like a crackle of thunder in the distance, and both spiders just erupt and pop basically. And that is that.
That is what I planned to do when the 4 of them burst out, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, well done. These spiders were, they were hungry. They were looking for an easy meal, and they thought they had it in you guys, but you are all fine. Well, I say fine. I think a few of you have taken a bit of damage.
I think some of us are
And,
mentally scarred.
Yeah.
Someone doesn't like spiders anymore.
So as you guys sort of regroup and get yourself back to your feet, you're all trying to sort of just like work out what on earth has been going on. Hargor kind of dusts himself off and he goes, "Look, the tavern's still a bit of a trek away, and a few of us have been beat up. Why don't we sort of not make camp and rest because it's going to be a bit too dangerous, but why don't we just have a short rest? I'll build a fire. We'll just sit down for an hour or so because I don't know about you guys, but I am beat and I could do with a little bit of a rest."
I
Seems
propose we
fine to
burn the
me.
Makes sense.
You propose what?
We burn the spiders.
If it makes you
Might
feel
be a good
better.
idea.
So as the rest of you all start to make camp for the night, while the rest of you are sort of sat just having a sort of nice sort of chat around the fire. Some of you talk about what bastards these spiders were. Merkin kind of takes it upon himself to go around and just sort of start burning all of the spiders' bodies.
I'll happily help with that.
Okay, cool. So a
Can I
couple
like
of you...
salvage like a fang from one of the spiders just because I think it's cool before they get burned?
Warlocks being warlocks.
She wants to keep a
I
souvenir.
just yeah.
Roll an investigation check.
6.
Okay. So you go back over to the spider that attacked you guys down at the bottom because you remember that during the attacks that you managed to cleave off one of the spider's fangs from his face. But by the time you get there, the guys have already set the fire to all the bodies, so you're unable to recover the fang.
Sorry.
My trinket. My trinket.
I'm not sorry. I don't want to look at a nasty tooth.
So it's one
I'm
of
like sulking in
those.
a corner somewhere.
2 of these.
Can somebody point me
one
in the
green.
direction of the nearest house, please?
There you go. There's no houses here. You are out in.
There's no
the
houses you can break
frontier.
into this time.
Oh no.
Warlock.
They were prepared.
So, although you're not in the middle of the road for the purposes of the map, you guys are just sort of to the side of the road. You're around a nice fire. You're chatting. You've managed to sort of have some of the rations that Hargor brought with him for the journey.
Yeah.
So Hargor is going to spend some time just healing himself. While you're all just sort of sitting around the fire, you're chatting. You plan sort of how long it's going to take you to Victoria. Still, you can kind of just hear something in the distance. Roll a perception check.
19.
Okay. So as you guys are sat around the fire, you kind of bring your hand up. You manage to signal to everyone else that there is something in the trees over here.
Here, let me check it out.
So as you go up to check it out, you hear a little voice. And he goes, No, please don't. I just think you guys are so cool.
Christ.
It's gonna
Oh
be
god,
the
it's not the
kid
little
from
boy,
house.
is it?
And as you guys sort of realise, it is indeed the little boy.
No,
the
little
village.
boy.
He's like, there's these big spiders, and then you were like, pew pew, and then I just saw the stick come down, and the spider went squish, and you guys are fantastic.
I think this is Merkin's problem. The boy followed Merkin. Merkin, take him back home.
I'm currently
You wait,
hiding
Merkin.
behind the brutes of everyone in front of me.
And he just kind of like starts to make his way through the crowd, and is like, and you got stuck in the webs, and you managed to break free, and it was awesome. You walked through the fire, and it was so cool. And you made the spider explode, like it went boom. And then the boy's eyes light up as he can see Merkin trying to hide behind like a clustering of rocks. He's like, and you! He like points at him, and he just went, "You died."
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Death is not permanent.
Hargor, before even the kid gets round to Hargor, he's visibly pissed off. And he's like, "I don't know what you're playing at, but you need to get home right now. It's dark, it's middle of the night, your mum is going to be panicking. Get your ass back home to Widepaw." And you can see that the kid is visibly upset. but he kind of understands. I mean, you guys almost got your asses kicked by a couple of giant spiders, and here he is just kind of stood in the middle of the forest with you. But before he goes, he kind of looks up at Merkin, and you can just see like this single tear start to roll down the side of his face. And it drops to the ground.
I suppose someone has to escort him back.
Oh, you nominating yourself. Go on then.
Hargor goes, no, fuck that. He brought it upon himself. He can go home.
He doesn't know any better. He's literally a child. We will be sentenced him to death if he stays around here now.
He might get eaten by another spider. Like, we're really gonna send him back on his own?
Roll a persuasion check.
Is this me or
Who?
Yeah, we'll say Birkin.
10?
Hargor stops for a second. It's not that dark out yet. And Whiteport's just round the corner. I'm sure it'll be fine. But just in case. He kind of like grabs his holy copper spider. And he utters a few words. And almost like this bubble of light appears around the small child. And he's like, right, you've got your light. And you know where you're going. It's straight back behind us. Follow the road. Don't leave the road. With that, the child starts to go. And he just kind of looks back and waves at all of you.
I like that kid.
And then Hargor, you can see a little bit of a smile break on Hargor's face. And he goes, go on.
Again, under the cover behind everyone else, because no one can see me. They're focused on the child. I give him a small little wave.
I saw that.
Still, make a perception check.
You shit.
17.
Yeah, you
Oh,
catch
dick.
Merkin waving.
I just
can
do
hold
this
that
little
against him
smirk. Just do this little smirk, like, I know what you did.
So as the child walks off, you kind of clamber to your feet and you start to make your way towards the tavern. Hargor assures you it's not very far now. You guys have almost made it. That's when you then start to hear cries coming from back behind you.
Oh no.
Oh.
And you can, those with dark vision can just about see a couple of shadowy figures stood around
shit.
the kid, but they're not big. Just a couple of them there. Just 3 of them sort of stood in the road. And where you going, lad? Time of night. Shouldn't be straying away by yourselves. And then one of you can just hear one of them go, We should take him. The family might have money. This is a great opportunity, and the boss would really, really appreciate it. This could be our break, lads. So you start to hear cries for help from the little kid.
I will immediately rush towards the child.
Okay. What's your speed?
30 feet, but I use my action to dash, so double it, so that'll be 60.
Okay. So as you come charging towards them, the men can kind of see you're there and start to draw blades. And roll for initiative.
Oh, all of us, yeah?
All of you.
Nice.
Oh.
I give Hargor a little whisper that he owes me a beer if this kid dies.
12 for me.
I got
Yeah, twelve.
15.
14.
Hang on. 3,
8.
4, okay.
12 for me as well.
Okay. Top of initiative is Isil.
Okay, I'm gonna move 30 feet, like this direction. I'll aim for the third guy
Number 3.
here.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. 6.
With your dex.
Great. Yeah, I rolled a 3.
Okay. Yeah, so you fire off a crossbow bolt and it sails past bandit number 3. Then it will be Aurus.
Can I move half of my speed and then, I don't know what it's called, but I can shout really loud, can't I?
Yes, you can do Thaumaturgy. Yeah.
That's the one. Can
well,
I
you-
shout for the kid to like retreat and come towards me or towards us?
roll intimidation check.
So 16 plus charisma is either 16.
Okay, yeah. So I'd say that with your shout, it kind of distracts the bandits enough that he can get away. And the kid is going to retreat to about here.
I get as close as I can and then just leave it then. I don't think
Okay.
I can.
Bandit number 1 is he can see Oleg just bearing down on him. So he's going to whip out his crossbow. 15.
16 AC.
So the crossbow just goes flying over your shoulder, just grazes you, but doesn't hurt you at all. And then it is Hargor's turn. He is not very fast. Didn't work last time, but he's going to try it again. He's going to try Guiding Bolt to fire it over towards number 2, bandit number 2. So you can just see this energy sort of permeating out of Hargor's hands. And as he tries to sort of push it towards, it actually just drops short of the bandits and doesn't hit any of them. And then it is Oleg's turn.
Right. I'm going to smack number 1 from here. 15.
Hits.
Okay. That is 13 points of slashing damage.
So as you bring your glaive down, you kind of were aiming for the chest, but by luck you managed to catch the first bandit right on the neck, and you nick his neck and hit a main artery. And you can just see the blood spurt out, and he crumples straight to the floor. And you can see the other 2 bandits are now quite visibly shaken.
I'm going to say, no one hurts a child on my watch. And then I'll smack number 2.
Yep, roll to hit him.
That is a 25.
Yes, that definitely hits him.
Jeez.
8 points of bludgeoning damage with my other end of the glaive.
Okay, so you almost managed to flip your weapon around and hit him with the other end. And it catches him sort of on the top of the skull, and you can see it's caught him and it's cut him open on his head. He is still alive, but the blood is trickling out of his head.
And then I'm going to close the distance just to be in between the child and the bandits.
And then it is Merkin's turn.
I am basically useless because no one is injured and I'm miles away. So I'm going to just close the gap as much as I can.
You would be just short the child. So he kind of feels a bit safer because he can see you charging into battle. Clearly his favourite of the group. And he himself feels a little bit safer. Joseph.
Okay, I will use my movement, which is 30.
So you'll be sort of just in line with Asil and Hargor.
That's right. And then I'll use my crossbow to attack. I'll aim at number 2.
Okay, yep, sure. Number 2's obviously still bleeding out the head as well, so he's not in a good way.
Does a 12 hit?
Just.
That will be 6 points of piercing damage.
Okay, so as bandit number 2 is kind of clutching his head where the end of this glaive had struck him, it's not a problem anymore as the bolt then sails straight into the middle of his forehead and he just collapses onto the floor.
Nice.
I smear his blood on my face as it splatters on me.
Roll an intimidation check.
Oh, sweet.
Oh.
Let's go. Intimidation. I'm pretty sure I'm proficient in it. Yes, +5. That's a 17.
Okay, so as the blood splatters out of number 2, bandit number 3 can just see you wiping the blood from your eyes but leaving the rest of it, and you just turn and menacingly look at him, and that is enough. He has seen enough of what's going on, and he's just like, this is a shitty idea anyway, and he just books it.
Nice.
Obviously a little bit shaken up at the whole ordeal. The little kid is happy that once again his heroes have come to his rescue, and he makes sure that he sort of goes around and thanks you all, Merkin especially. As you guys kind of gone.
I was going to say I'd like to give the child 2 gold so he can go back home and get his parents and his family food.
Okay, yeah, okay. He appreciates it, and he, coming from such a poor background, knows how much that will mean to his family. It's just his mother, so that's really going to provide for them. So he's really, really happy. So as you guys are sort of checking on him and just making sure he's okay, Hargor kind of comes up to Merkin. I might be a fool, but I'm smart enough to know when I was wrong. You made the right call. So one of us should have gone with him.
Agreed.
As senior, I'm going to escort him back to the city. You take charge. You lead this group. The tavern's just up the road. You guys will make it by the end of the night. So,
Do what you can. Get back to us when you can.
the child waves at you all quite gleefully. Merkin, you go to rejoin the others. And, clutching the gold really tight to his chest, he now sort of walks off with Hargor, and you see them go off into the distance. Okay, if you guys are all done, you're going to move on.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's get a move on, group.
Awesome. As Hargor was saying, the tavern is literally just up the road. You guys have made it to the Leaky Tap. Now, seeing as it's out in the countryside, it does not get an awful lot of custom. It's a little bit run down, but you can see that they've tried their best to keep on top of things. Anything that's sort of broken over the years has been fixed, and you can see where they've had to like bang a few nails in to keep tables holding up. Some of the glasses are a bit chipped, but they are for the best part clean. And it being sort of out in the middle of nowhere, although it's nice and lit and there are a few patrons in the tavern, it's not the busiest of taverns. You all decide to go to the bar. It's been a long day. I think you all probably would like to have a drink.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's probably a good place to stay for the night as well, should you guys wish to.
Yeah.
This is probably a good idea.
Rest
The
up, let Hargor get the child back, and then he can rejoin us when he's able.
the bartender comes over to you guys and says, "What'll it be? We've got food, we've got drink, and we have got rooms available for the night should you want them."
All three sound pretty good.
I'll take a leg of raw venison and the best ale you have.
Okay.
God, you have.
I try to hide my face and ask for just water.
For the sake of it, I'll say roll a stealth check.
Oh, okay. Stealth plus
Plus
520.
dex. Okay. So you managed to sort of cover yourself up well, and the bartender just takes you as shy, and says, he just hands you the glass of water, and he goes, "That's on the house. We don't charge our weary travellers for things like that. For the rest of you guys, ale will come up 4 copper pieces. But if you guys are planning on spending the night here, we will waive the price of that instead. And it will be included in your room should you wish to stay with us the night in rooms."
Makes sense.
Perfect. That sounds good.
Okay, 5 party members. I'd probably make that at about, I don't know, what's a fair price? You guys aren't going to get a room anywhere else here tonight. Let's say, I don't know, maybe 40 gold pieces.
40 gold? Are you
try
taking
20.
the mick?
I mean, I don't know where else you're going to get a room for the night.
I don't know where else you're going to get any other travellers. Let's try 20.
Let's
Roll-
try 20. I put my like fist down on the table and I slam it and I'll say, "Let's make it 20."
Okay, roll intimidation.
Let's go. That's a day 20, mate. 15 on the dice plus 5.
Okay.
Nice.
The bartender sort of looks back at you and goes, "Look, I don't want trouble. I'm just trying to make an honest business here. You're right. I'm not going to fill these rooms anyway. 20 gold pieces it is.
I'll
as such-
slam 20 gold pieces in front of him.
As such, you guys are free to use the tavern for the rest of the night. Enjoy yourselves. As I've mentioned, ale is on the house now that you guys have paid for the room. Feel free to chat and mingle with the rest of the occupants here tonight. You guys look around the tavern, and by the rest of the occupants within the tavern, they mean the singular old man who's kind of sat chuckling to himself on a table in the corner.
Can I go back to the bar with my hood up and put the 40 gold onto the bar table on the till without
You can.
the person trying to see?
Oh, okay. Roll a sleight of hand check.
17, sleight of hand plus 3, 20.
Yep. Okay. So you manage to sort of slip the gold. No one else sees you pay the gold out to this guy, but yes, you manage to pay the full amount for the rooms. As you guys sit down at one of the unoccupied tables, the old man is still chuckling to himself in the corner. And,
Do you mind if I approach him?
No, by all means. You walk up to the old man and goes, "It's not often we get company here. Oh, it's very nice to see you. Oh, look at you all." He like looks around the party and he goes, "Oh," and he notices Merkin's armor, and he goes, "King's Guard. Oh, okay. Don't get many of you here in the Leaky Tap, but you know, I guess your money's as good as everyone else's. That's absolutely fine. Well, seeing as you're all here, how about a game? Any of you fancy your chances? Any of you want to have just a game, just for fun? It'll be fine."
Oh, I love games.
What kind of game?
Oh, you know, it's just funny little games that I like to play with dice. You know, how about let's say, I mean, you look like a rich fellow. You know, I'm not a greedy man. How about you guys wager? Let's say 20 silver pieces. Yeah, I think that's fair. We're keeping it friendly. And if you guys win, I will give you this goose egg. And he pulls out this rather blue egg out of his pocket.
Gambling is not for a member of the King's Guard, so I abstain.
What are we going to do with an egg?
Joseph perks up at this.
Yeah, gambling.
I don't even think I would know what gambling was, to be fair.
So, as Merkin and Aris both kind of stray away from the offer and go and enjoy their drinks on a table over in the corner, like you said, Joseph, it's clear that you've been excited by the prospect of a little bit of gambling, and the old man is quick to seize this opportunity. Yes, you look like you enjoy a game. What do you say? 20 silver pieces is nothing really compared to this lovely egg.
Sorry.
Okay.
Do you really want this egg?
I want to win the game.
It's an egg.
It's
Fair enough.
It's a mighty fine egg.
Not all about the egg. It's about winning the game.
Oh, but
all right.
The egg is so much more. Okay. The game is Cheat. Do you know of Cheat?
I don't believe I've come across that one.
Okay. So, for the purpose, he explains the game of Cheat to you. And it's essentially, if you've played Bluff, if you've played any form of Cheat at all, you're essentially both going to roll 4 dice in a cup.
Okay.
And you're going to try and persuade each other that you've got the highest amount of dice. Either of you can call Cheat, and the other person has to reveal their dice. And if they're lying about what dice they have, they lose.
Okay.
Can I, while they're like playing the game or in the midst of explaining it, go to the innkeeper and ask them if he's a regular or if he's aware of the person playing the games with?
Yeah, sure. So you go over to the bartender and he goes, "Yeah, I can't get rid of him. He's here all the time. He's harmless. He's just got a very weird infatuation with eggs."
Okay, I'll go back to my table and drink my water.
Okay, so the game of Cheat starts.
Which dice are we rolling?
So how many of what dice have you got?
I've got enough of any. It's fine.
Okay, cool. Roll 4d6.
Okay.
So the man, the dice are concealed by cups, so only you can see them, and you peek, and the man goes, "Oh, I've got 2 2s." So you then need to try and increase the number, but obviously not get caught lying.
Okay. I've got 2 and a 3.
2 and a 3. He looks back. He shoots a wry smile at you, and he goes, "I've got 2 2s and 2 4s."
I have a 3, a 2, 5, and a 3.
And the little man gets a little bit excited by this. He thinks for a little while and he goes, "You're pulling my leg. I call cheats." He lifts your cup up. What dice did you roll?
I got two 3s and a 5.
Oh, so you told the truth.
Yeah.
Okay. So the man is actually visibly very excited to the point where he's now standing on his chair and waving his arms. He goes, "Someone beat me, wow." I mean, it's incredible that somebody played me in the first place, but oh my god, wow. He thrusts this blue egg into your hands. He's like, "Take it, take it, take it." It's yours.
I am now suddenly concerned about this egg.
You just stood there holding this egg.
Roll a.
Can we eat the egg? Is that lunch?
Well, can I cast Identify on the egg?
You can, yeah.
Oh.
Well, I can cast Identify. I can do it as a ritual. Takes 10.
Yep.
Yep, sure. From what you can see, it is legitimately a rather large goose egg.
Lads, it is an egg.
I just sort of like face palm, just like in the corner.
So sort of thrilled that you've won a game. You can hear the excitement ring out in your voice, but it's clearly not met by anyone else, including the bartender, who just carries on wiping down the bar. The only person who's excited for you is the little old man. He just goes, "It's it, it's it, yes." How about double or quits?
You're telling me you got another egg?
Oh no, this egg is more of a metaphorical egg. How about you wager 5 gold pieces and I give you some information?
Do it.
Information about what?
Roll a persuasion check.
Whilst he's doing that, can I insight check him?
You can.
Can I cast guidance on myself?
You can.
Yeah. So, am I allowed to do that for this role?
Yeah,
You
sure.
can do that. Yep.
So that just means I get a 1d4 as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
My insight check was a 13.
Okay. While he's really hard to read, probably from his seasoned years of gambling, he seems truthful.
Okay.
So that is an 18 on my check.
Okay. So he goes, "Well, very well. I can't go around cheating anybody, can I? Let's just say that these bandits that have been causing your city trouble, I might happen to know where their camp is. But it all comes at the roll of a dice."
Doesn't everything in life? Let's play.
Okay, he seems very, very excited by this prospect. So once again, you both sit down. You have 4 die of 6, and you roll them underneath your cups. He goes, "You go first."
I have a 2 and a 1.
He looks up at you and he smiles and he goes, "I have 2 3s."
I have a 4, a 2, and a 1.
He smiles and he checks his dice again, and you can kind of catch him having a little bit of a giggle. He goes, I've got 2 3s and 2 5s.
I'm going to call cheat.
So as you lift up his cup, you can see that he does actually have 2 3s and 2 5s.
God damn it.
He is so excited. He almost tips the table over in anticipation. The barkeeper goes, "Hey, I've warned you before." And he kind of calms down a little bit, and he holds out his palm, waiting for these 2 pieces of gold.
And I stroll over very quickly after listening to this slight fiasco and give him 4 gold pieces and ask him for the information as well as settle the bet even.
Make a persuasion check.
9.
He goes, he takes 2 of the gold coins out of his hand and he puts them back in your hand. And he goes, a bet is a bet.
Fair.
Give me one more try.
Make a persuasion check. A lot of these tonight.
5.
Okay. And he's like, nope. He's like, that's me done. He like stretches out his arms.
Wait.
Can
Can I, like, in my really, like, creepy, like, disgusting look, just go up to him and be like, I will put a curse on you if you don't give us this information.
Make an intimidation check.
I
This
thought we
poor
just
old man,
started
he's going
assaulting this
through the
old
ringer.
man.
Oh, 7. No.
He kind of, in his old man ways, stands on his chair and stares back at you, and in a way you're more scared of him than he is of you.
Can I do something similar and walk to his side so only he can see me, and away from everybody else in the bar, take down my hood and ask him if he's aware of tieflings, and then tell him that I'm the worst one.
Roll a intimidation check, and I'll give you advantage.
Okay. 11.
Mm-hmm.
Advantage. I don't know.
So you roll again.
Oh, and again. 14.
He looks at you and he goes, if you guys are just gonna keep hopping on at me, go on then, I'll take those 2 gold back. He holds out his palm, expecting those 2 other gold coins that Merkin originally paid him.
Yeah, I'm happy to give him that.
He snatches the gold away and he goes, just further up the road branches off onto a fork. You can just see the path, but it's by a burnt tree. You won't miss it. There's no leaves on it and it's been barren for years. Follow the beaten track down towards a cave and you'll find the bandits resting there.
Say we rest up tonight when we'll head out in the next morning, and we shall take care of the bandits on the way to Victoria.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll leave a note with the barkeep for Hargor. Let him know where we are.
Okay, the barkeep takes your note.
Oh, yeah.
And before you turn, he goes, now, I know I heard him chatting to you guys, but are you guys fighters? I've got a bit of a problem, and I don't know if you guys could help me.
For the right price.
I mean, if you guys could help me with my problem, I'm sure I could waive all of the fees for tonight.
What's the problem? And then we can make a decision after we know what we're dealing with.
Roll a persuasion check.
Did it 14.
Okay. He goes, it's a small pest problem, really. Down in the basement. Let's just say that I had something that I probably shouldn't have had.
If it's a spider, I'm out.
No. It's not. It's not an insect. Let's just say that me and a few of the local tavern keepers, we might put on some shady fights from now and then. But my competitors got a bit out of hand down in the basement.
Can I gesture very not so subtly about my Kingsguard armor and remind him of who he's talking to.
I know, I know. It's like I said, it is shady. But if you guys could do me this favor and just deal with it, then, like I said, I'll waive everything, and obviously it's the end of my fighting days.
I'm sure we can handle the problem.
Okay, so he looks quite relieved, and he kind of leads you to the stairs of the tavern, and you guys go behind the bar, and you go down into the tavern. You guys start to make your way down. As you walk down here, he goes, I mean, I don't really know what I can tell you about it. I mean, obviously, I procured him in some rather sort of backhanded ways, and yes, I shouldn't have him at all. But I'm sure he won't be a problem for you guys.
I'm sure he won't be a problem for me.
So as you walk down into the tavern basement, obviously it's a bit damp and musty. There's a lot of barrels, a lot of sort of discarded boxes where you used to have shipments come through. A few of them are broken away, and just in the corner of your eyes, around the wall, you can hear squeaks, and there is a giant rat.
Oh, hello.
Oh, adorable.
Looks like Alf.
It does clock you, and it starts to advance towards you.
If this rat sprouts little babies out of its little stomach, I'm not going to do it.
I'm sensing a fear.
So it's fairly big, but it's probably the size of a sort of large dog. So it's a lot bigger than a rat normally would be. He is going to start advancing towards you, but at the moment he's not the biggest threat. What do you guys do? There's no combat just yet. Just
I
he's
shall.
just there chilling.
I want to slowly approach him, if you guys don't mind.
Yeah. So as you start to approach him, all of a sudden you see something in the shadows, and the giant rat just gets pulled back.
Whoa.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Switch.
At this
Can
point,
I? Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
don't like
at this
this.
point, the barkeeper goes, "Best of luck," and shuts the door.
Oh, great.
Did
Can
he
I
lock the door?
use my
Can I go back out?
action
Yes.
to
You're
use?
not in combat at the moment, so.
Yeah, but it still takes an action.
Okay.
It's called Divine Sense, and basically I can detect good or evil around me. If it's a celestial fiend or undead, I will know its total. I will know its location. If it's not any of those, then don't worry about it. I'm just gonna try.
It is none of those.
Okay, no problem.
I could tell you whatever drug that rat's ass all the way out is not good.
I shall go into the darkness.
Okay. Do you have dark vision?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So as you start to walk around the corner, very brave of you because nobody else is going with you.
I've got dark vision. I can see what he's doing. He's fine.
You can
Yeah.
just see a shape.
I'm sure how quick the rat got took. I don't want to be took.
Just from around the corner of these boxes here, you can just see something. You can't quite tell what it is yet.
Can I because I don't have dark vision, I'm just going to use my magical tinkering, and I'm just going to touch my belt buckle, and it'll cause a light to shine out.
Nice.
Does it have a range on it at all?
It does. Hang on a second. 5 foot radius.
Okay, so you've now got a narrow sort of ring of light that's just in front of you. You could probably just see out past Merkin at the moment. So while Oleg can see something from the distance,
Can I just turn around to the party and say, I'll try and get it out. You guys set up an ambush.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
as
Okay.
you start to all advance, so as you all start to move out, you guys kind of hang in around the corner. Oleg here, sort of trying to lure out this one here. It's clear that he was a decoy. And all of a sudden you hear another whoosh, and a grey ooze gets a surprise attack
Hmm.
on Oleg.
If it's it's a surprise attack.
It's a surprise attack.
If it's approaching me, I will still get a reaction, and I will be surprised though.
Okay, yep, that's fine. So he is going to. Ooh, that's a natural 20. So 24,
That will hit.
That's 23.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Right. Is that damage magical?
No,
Okay. So how much was it? 7.
7.
Right. So I need to halve that. So that will be 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
And you also take 5 points of acid damage.
Woo!
Um,
That is okay. Yeah. Well. Okay. Yeah. I'm on 3 HP.
what armor are you wearing?
It is chainmail.
Okay, so you are now on a -1 penalty to your AC.
Okay. Yeah. No problem.
Okay. So while this attack is happening, there was also another grey ooze down here.
Just. I still didn't get my reaction attack on him.
Yep, sorry, go for
That's a 24.
it. Yes, certainly hits.
12 points of slashing damage.
Okay, so while he got you good, he takes the hit. He's not feeling great, but he is still alive. So everybody roll initiative.
Finally, about fucking time.
Oh, nat 20.
Yeah,
Oh.
12.
Nice.
Ooh.
What a bloody roll to waste it on.
I know.
11.
So top of the round is ooze number 1. So he's already bearing down on Oleg, so he's going to take another hit. That is 14 to hit.
15 AC with the -1.
Okay, so he sort of bludgeons against your armor, and your armor just about holds up. It is now Joseph.
I think my movement gets me to around here.
Yep.
So if I can move to there, and then I'll aim with my crossbow
Okay.
at number 1. That is 23 to hit.
That definitely hits him.
That is 10 points of piercing damage.
Oh, okay. So you fire off this bolt, and while it goes straight through this big cube of grey ooze, it's clear that you have actually chipped away some of his health. It's ooze 2's number turn now, and
Ooze twos.
Come again?
ooze 2's.
Ooze twos.
Ooze number 2 turn. And while Oleg, you'll be able to see it. Isil, you will, because you've got line of
Yeah.
sight. While you could see number 2 originally, he then just disappears.
I don't like them just disappearing. It's unsettling.
And that is, as far as you're aware, the end of his turn. Merkin.
Perfect. All right. Distance-wise, I'm not going to get very far, so I'll move. I've got the wrong thing up to about here, to where I'm assuming a bit of part of light is.
There is a bit of light, yep.
Yeah, and cast Healing Word on Oleg.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Aris.
I think I'm just out of reach. In that case, I'll see if I can try to flank number 1
Okay,
as
so
close as I can get to him.
Sure. So while he's concentrating on Oleg, you dart off over to here.
Yeah.
Then it is Oleg's turn.
I'll slash away at the ooze number 1.
Okay, cool. Go for it.
18.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. That's 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay, so as you bring down your glaive into this giant cube of grey ooze, you essentially smash it to pieces and it kind of just splats all over the floor. He is dead.
And then I'll use my speed to get towards the other one. But I won't be able to make it all the way there.
Towards which one? Sorry.
Number 3, because I can't see number 2 anywhere.
Yeah,
Or is it just
number 2's
hidden?
disappeared out of sight.
Okay, I'll rush towards number 3 then.
Okay. It's Seal's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move 30 feet, like over here.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna try and do an Eldritch Blast on number 3.
Should reach.
Hopefully.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, that was not a good roll. 7.
Okay, so you gather this ball of energy and you launch it towards him, and it just misses him and it actually hits the crates. So you've now sort of scattered broken wood all over the floor.
Perfect.
Is that it?
Yeah. There's not really
Okay.
much else I can do.
Cool. So who's 3 takes his turn, and he too also disappears out of eyesight.
Oh.
It is Joseph's. Bearing in mind that also you're the only one who doesn't have dark vision, so you've only got just 5 foot of light in front of you.
Yeah. So I think I might move into the light here,
Okay.
and then considering deferring it or taking a pot shot at where it was, I'm just
You
going to I'm going to take a chance on it still being where it last was. Or
Okay.
can I not see it? Can I not see where it was? Actually, because I haven't got dark vision,
No, you wouldn't.
so I
have
wouldn't
been
have
able
idea
to
its
assume it.
position with the dark. No. Okay. I will defer my action.
Who's number 2 suddenly appears in a shimmer right next to Oleg, and he's going to attack and rolls. That would be a 18.
That will hit. Yep, that will hit.
3 points of bludgeoning damage, and then 7 points of acid damage, and that's another -1 penalty to your AC.
I'm on 1 HP.
Oh, God.
Okay, yeah, so my AC is at 14 now. Cool.
Okay. Merkin.
I want to move to about there
Yeah, sure.
and get line of sight with a crossbow. 4.
Okay. So you fire a bolt kind of blindsidedly as you run, and as such, it sails into the boxes and smashes a couple of boxes over in the distance.
That is fine. I will
We're good
cast
at
Healing
smashing
Word on Oleg.
boxes.
There's going to be a lot of damage down here. Yeah, I'll do Healing Word on Oleg again.
Okay.
Sound. 6.
Thank you very much.
It's the best throw I've done all night.
Wait. Keeping me up here.
And that would make it Aris's turn.
Could I use Thaumaturgy for making 500 boxes or to automate their light?
Would be any flames that already exist. So you can brighten. Okay, yeah. So I'll say that you brighten the lights for 1 turn. Anybody who hasn't got dark vision can now see. I've put that in completely the wrong place. Can now see about here.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. And then can I get as close to number 2 now? Number 3? Number 2.
That's number 2.
Yeah, can I get as close to number 2 as possible? I think I might be out of reach to actually do anything.
What's your movement?
30. So I think I'm like here.
Yeah, you're gonna be just short. You're gonna come up about there.
Yeah, that's fine. I stayed there.
then it is Oleg's turn.
Right. I still can't see number 3 anywhere, can I?
Nope.
Can I try and do a quick perception check, relying on my sense of smell,
Yeah, sure.
to try and sniff him out?
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Okay, 2 seconds. That's 2 with advantage because of my ability. What's my perception? I think it's plus. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. So, because it's your sense of smell, you and only you know where it is.
Okay. Could I point with my glaive to at least to the direction that it's in to let the party know around where it is?
You can.
So I will advance. Okay, I'm gonna smack number 2 for now.
You can, by all means, tell people where number 3 is, but
Well,
just don't
yeah,
show them.
I would have. Yeah, so I'm gonna shout. It's. Oh God, hold on. I'm just gonna say he's around behind this one. That's all I'm gonna say because that's all I can say really.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna smack him. That's 18 to hit. That's 9 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
and then my bonus action. 16 to hit,
Hits.
and that's 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so you hack away at this this giant blob, and you've done quite a lot of damage to him. But despite taking a few chunks out of this giant cube, he's still there.
Okay, perfect.
You also hear the hiss of acid, sort of as your weapon hits it as well.
Okay, right. I have some speed, so I'm actually going to drop back to around here.
Yep, sure.
Now that I can see, can I take my deferred action?
You
before we
can.
go to the next round? Obviously, I'm going to attack number 2 because I can see him.
Yes.
With my crossbow again.
Okay, cool.
Oh, that will be a 22.
And that definitely hits.
And that will be 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay, so as Oleg sort of quick steps backwards to get a little bit of distance between him, you instinctively fire off this bolt, and it sinks straight into the grey blob. It's clearly hurt it. It doesn't make any noise, but it kind of shudders in pain. And as the arrow's stuck inside the grey blob, you start to see the acid dissolve the arrow. Blob number 2, while clearly in some pain, suddenly disappears out of eyesight. It is Isil's turn.
Okay, so it's around here or something like that. At the third
Around here.
here.
Yeah.
Okay, so how far is that?
You could shoot
About like
him,
80
but
feet?
Yeah, about 8 feet.
you can shoot him with. It would be at disadvantage because you can't actually see him, but you can still try and hit him.
I might as well. There's
Yeah, do
a
it.
lot that I can do. Yeah, 13. I think that's gonna hit.
13. Was that at disadvantage?
Oh, I rolled a 9 again, so it'd be the same amount anyway.
Okay.
Nice.
So you fire blindly into the distance, just basically on the hunch of where Oleg told you it is. And out of nowhere, the blob shimmers into vision.
Nice.
Well, for those who've got dark vision anyway, you can now see it sort of shudder in the distance. Go ahead and roll damage.
6.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you managed to fire this bolt off into the distance, and by sheer luck and the great directions from Oleg, you know exactly where it is. And it comes back into appearance, and again you can see the acid where the arrow was protruding out of this blob. The acid melts the end of the arrow, and the rest of the arrow falls to the ground.
Okay.
Okay, cool. It's actually his turn now. So out in the open, he's going to charge onto Aris. He's going to take a hit on you, and it is 18.
Okay, that hits.
3 points of damage.
Okay, I'm at 8 in total now.
And then
No, I don't like and then. No and then.
8
Fuck
points
yeah,
of
and then.
8 points of acid damage.
Oh, for fuck.
So you are actually downed. So this blob just kind of slams against the side of Aris, and you all hear this sort of deathly hiss. And as the blob actually passes through Aris, you see Aris crumple to the ground, his clothing starting to just burn away. It is Joseph's.
I will attack number 3 because he's the one I can see.
Okay.
21 to hit.
Yes, definitely hits.
That will be 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay. What was that attacking with? Sorry, was that with the
crossbow?
With the crossbow. So again, you fire off a bolt into this giant grey block of ooze, and this one sinks right into the blob and starts to sizzle away. But it's clearly done some damage. You can see it sort of recoiling in pain.
Okay, and then I'm going to use my movement just to back away from it a little bit to over here.
All right, yeah, no worries. It is now Merkin's turn.
Try and be careful because I know there is still something around here after seeing it shimmer away. So I'm going to position myself about here and use my crossbow on 3.
Okay. Are you using Healing Word as well? Or?
I'll use it in the bonus action, yeah.
Okay, cool. So you're going to fire off first? Yeah, go for it.
18.
Definitely hits, yes.
Bloody hell. What the hell is a crossbow? I've got it written down, but now I can't
1d8.
remember. Thank you.
Plus your dex.
That's not a good sign.
Aren't you in the minus for your dex?
Yep. So
6 damage away.
6 minus 3, so we've got 3.
Okay, cool. So this arrow just kind of takes a corner of the chunk of the ooze off. So you know you've definitely hit it and you've done it some pain, but he's still going.
That's
You
fine.
did as much damage as me, and I've got a plus to my dex there. Don't worry about it.
True. Let's do healing word on Liam then. On Aris, sorry.
Okay.
What the fuck is that? What is that?
I think it's
Oh.
is it 1d4?
Oh no, I couldn't actually see what the number was. It was a 1. So 3 total.
Okay, so Aris gets back on his feet, his clothes still sort of burning and they've now got a green tinge to them. But he is back on his feet.
Thank you. I feel like Jesus. I keep coming back from the dead.
Okay, so while all of this is happening, blob number 2 reappears
I swear to God.
next to a seal.
Oh,
Okay.
The flanker gets flanked.
I'm guessing a 6 isn't going to hit.
no.
Just out of the corner of your eye, you manage to quickly step and you see this blob of acid spray towards you. And you just dodge out the way, and instead it fizzles the boxes behind you. And with that, it is Merkin's go.
Is it?
No, it's not. Sorry, it's Aris's go.
Yay! I have a go. Am I able to surprise attack him now I came back from dead? Would he notice me coming back from dead?
Yeah, oozes are a bit weird. They've kind of got like a sense of sight rather than eyes itself. So yes, he knows you're there.
Okay. In that case, can I do my 2 attacks and then move?
Yeah.
Anywhere away from him at this point?
Yeah. I mean, if you do your attacks and then move away from him, he would have attack of opportunity on you.
Well, there's no reason not to hit him. Okay, I'm just gonna stay there. Oh, it's gonna hit me anyway. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do my 2 hits, and then I'm gonna run away, and it's gonna yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Help.
To him.
18.
Hits.
Yay. And then it's 1d6 and 1d4. 6.
Okay. So 6 points of damage. So you bring the staff down and you hit him. And again, you manage to take a bit of a chunk off the block. So as you go for like an uppercut with your punch to try and get him on the follow-up, you swing and you miss. But you did manage to get a hit on him and chisel away some of his health.
Now I'm gonna stay, and hopefully he dies before he can attack me. I'll stay.
Okay, that's fine. Oleg's turn.
Okay. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna close the distance to around here.
Sure.
I want to be 10 feet away from him.
Yep.
And I'm gonna smack him from here. That's a dirty 20.
Most definitely hits then.
9 points of slashing damage.
Okay, so as you bring your glaive down, you essentially split this cube in half, and it just
Nice.
falls in two pieces.
Okay, and then I'm gonna close the distance here to use my bonus action on number 3.
Okay.
Haha! That's a 24.
Okay, yes, that definitely hits him.
Oh, damn it. Okay, that's 5 points of damage, bludgeoning.
Okay, so as you swing the end of your glaive into him, again takes a bit of a chunk out of him, and you can almost see the cube sort of shrink in size a little bit just where you guys have hit it so much. Now he disappears out of eyesight.
Okay.
So it is now Joseph's go.
Go on, Joseph, you sniff him out.
I haven't got your fine nose, unfortunately. I could, if I attack the area where he is because I can't see him, that'd be a disadvantage, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm going to attempt to shoot where he was.
Okay.
Please don't hit me.
That is, does a 15 hit?
Is that at disadvantage?
It is, yeah. It's 14 and 11 on the dice.
Nice.
And I got +4 on me.
That's not bad. It does miss, unfortunately.
Ah, okay. Not much more can do on that then, I'm afraid.
Merkin.
I'm not about to start blindly firing a crossbow because that would be reckless.
I mean, you might hit Aris.
Yeah, I plan on hitting him, but only with a healing word, so let's do that.
I've already died enough today, please.
Exactly, that's why I'm going to heal you, or try to. 4 hit points. Yeah, there's no point me using my normal action, so I'm quite happy to just stay in the light.
Okay, Aris.
Stay in the light.
That's what Aris needs to do, stay in the light.
Are you supposed to not follow the light?
Yeah, exactly that.
I get confused. Can I move anywhere around here?
As you head down there, roll.
I choose death.
Roll
You're dead.
a athletics check.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm proficient in athletics. I feel good. 17 plus 2. Yeah, so 19.
Okay, as you're heading down in that direction, you get a sense that something's coming your way, and you quick step to the right-hand side as a splash of acid just misses you, and you can see the blob reappear.
I found him. That's not a good thing.
Is that not your plan?
No, I just want to go home. I assume I can attack from this point. I don't think I moved that far
You can,
after
yeah.
finding
Yeah,
him.
you can
Yeah.
take full movement, so go for it.
I'll do the same again and do both hits. Okay, so the first one misses. It's a 3. Plus 3 is 6.
Yep, that misses.
And then the second one is 9.
That hits.
Oh, thank fuck. Okay, which is 1d4. 1 plus 3, 4.
Okay,
4
so
damage.
after successfully dodging the acid splash, in a sheer feat of acrobatics, you then surge forward and deliver like a swift jab at
Headbutt.
the end of your fingers straight
Okay.
into the blob, and you, while it will essentially burn your clothes to nothing, you jab straight through the ooze cube, and it just bursts.
So I am now naked. This is not good.
You are, but you have successfully killed the last ooze cube.
My dignity. I used the boxes to make like a little suit.
Nice, well done. So, knowing
gonna
that
need a
you've
brain.
now eradicated all of the threat in the basement, you guys return back up to the tavern. And admittedly, the barkeeper kind of looks a little bit sheepish, and he's like, "I'm sorry for any trouble I caused you."
I'm having just like a little bar. He's got a tiefling. Yeah, a tiefling just walks out with a little box covering his
He's
pee.
he is a bit shocked to discover that you're a tiefling after you managed to hide it so well earlier in the bar. The old man is asleep, just drunk in the corner. He's muttering something about eggs. So you don't need to worry about him. Where the barkeeper would be pretty startled at the presence of a full tiefling, he realizes that you've paid him a huge favor. So instead, he takes off his barkeeping apron and he hands it over to you.
Oh, thank you. I bow my head and put the apron on.
He then
I'm
goes,
keeping the box though.
He then goes, I know I shouldn't have put any of you in this position to begin with. And like I said, my pit fighting days are now over. I'm a man of my word, and your rest, your food, and the rest of your tab is all courtesy of me tonight.
Perfect, thank you.
You better start lining them up then.
So, all the way into the night, you guys basically drink the bar dry. You all have a long rest, which means you can all now have your
Yay!
abilities that I'm sure you've been playing for the whole
Yay!
evening. We finally got there, and we will call it a night. Just like your characters, as you all head off to get some sleep. One of you doesn't go to sleep immediately. Joseph goes back downstairs of the tavern and chats to the bartender because I believe you're after something.
I am.
Joseph. Oh.
Sorry. There is nothing that relaxes me more than after a good fight and a long day and too many beers, but just taking some bits of metal, some scrap, some anything, and just tinkering around and seeing what I can make with it. I'm an inventor, I don't know if you know, but I make wonderful devices. And I didn't know if you had anything lying around that perhaps I could make use of.
The barkeeper turns to you and goes, I'm sorry, no, I don't know of your inventions, but please, you've more than earned it. You are more than welcome to any of the scrap and materials that you can find down in the tavern basement. So as you venture down, you can get together all of the materials that you needed from the abandoned smash crates, carefully looking out for any of the sort of lingering acid puddles that the users left behind. But by torchlight, you find all the materials that you were looking for.
Awesome.
So while the rest of you all spend your night probably in a ale-induced sleep, Joseph spends the night tinkering away, creating something wonderful. And you guys will get to find out what that is in the next session.
Yes!
Yay!